Welcome, one and all. Chap Dog Sports Talk Radio Show here on a Saturday morning, every Saturday morning, brought to you from our studios live in Hermosa Beach, California. Chap Dog Sports Talk, where we cover sports, politics, some movie clips, some comedy, whatever else comes our way, and whatever else you send us in. So we love our fans. And the show is brought to you by the law offices of Brandon S. Chabner, and it's also brought to you by our host, Brandon Chabner.
Yes, and don't forget Chabdog Sports Blog for you're ahead of your sports headlines and biting sports commentary at chabdog.com. Thank you, David Juris, for all you do with our webpage and
David Juris,
the latest project. We're going to be on our own server soon.
It's coming. Now, you said something 2 weeks ago, when we first announced that we might get on a server, and I said it's going to be maybe next week, and you said it's going to be 4 weeks from now. Did you remember saying that? It's going to be 4 weeks?
Probably.
You did?
I just estimated it.
Yeah.
I guesstimated.
And you know what? You were right. Because now we're 2 weeks in, and
it's that sixth sense I have sometimes.
Now it's like, you know what? We're going to need 2 more weeks here to be safe.
Yeah, probably 2 more weeks to fine-tune it. So, what's that?
Can you see that? Yeah, it'll take 2 more weeks.
I can see somebody out there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, is that Inga, your neighbor?
Yes, I've yet to make a formal introduction.
Oh.
And I do have to.
She looks like she's a surfer or something.
Very, very athletic.
She looks very athletic. I was like,
oh, look.
I don't think I want to arm wrestle her.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, unless I'm picking my nose or something like Booger.
Like Booger?
Maybe win by a trick.
Oh, yeah. And then,
remember that scene?
That was classic. Fantastic.
All right. So.
And sorry, I took some.
We do have to announce the title of the show, don't we?
Yes, and I can go back to that title slide, and then, well, do you want to say the who we're brought to by?
Well, I already did. You already did.
Well,
Chabner Law.
Yes,
Law offices of Brandon S. Chabner. ChabnerLaw.com, serving Southern California's business transactional legal needs and estate planning, regulatory compliance, pre-litigation matters. Been doing a lot of real estate related stuff with landlord-tenant disputes, particularly representing tenants. And California has some, special laws about that. People maybe don't know about. If you're having an eviction situation or a problem with the landlord in inhabitable premises,
especially
untenantable, then let us know about it and give us a call.
Yeah, know your rights. Know the law. We're becoming experts on it.
You may have more rights than you think.
Yes.
So yes, that's the sponsor of the show, and
and looky here,
got one of our co-hosts on
an unshaven Abe Miranda,
unshaven without the glasses. Doesn't he wear glasses sometimes?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah,
not today.
I gotta get my glasses. I was so intent.
You just you rolled out of bed.
I was setting up the hockey challenge
Abe
before
Miranda,
the show.
Yes. Oh, did you get that set up?
What's that?
Is that set up?
Yeah, it's set up, and I want you to know that I've posted the link on the Facebook group. I've also posted the link on Twitter, and I'm getting the word out that we do have the playoff hockey challenge. The group has been set up, so after the show, you can go to the Facebook page or on Twitter, and you can click on the link, and you can create your own bracket and join our hockey playoff challenge.
How many entries can people do? Can they do more than one?
Well, I can set it up for more than one.
I don't want to make it too complicated. I don't want to make it too complicated for you. I think it's probably is more of a headache to have multiple picks per person, I think.
Well, I got so far the way I have it set up is you get one pick. You can put one pick into our group. If you would like to make another pick, you can put it into other groups. The ESPN Hockey Challenge allows you to put in 2 picks for their challenge. So you can make 2 picks. You can just put one of your 2 picks into our Chabdog group.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go. We'll go into the hockey playoffs on this show just to see what at least what Abe thinks, what I think, and you're welcome to pipe in. Well read. I hope you.
I was born in Canada.
I hope
thing or
you.
two about
Yeah,
hockey,
I didn't. So I wasn't really sure how to gauge your interest in.
I'm always up for hockey, dude.
Yeah.
Always.
It's just the regular season. You got to get through that because it's all. It's just
different.
It's all foreplay.
I've been a full-time fan through regular seasons before. I'm not lately, but I've been there, done that. I know all about it. It's wonderful.
Just the NHL playoffs are intense, you know.
Yes.
Very intense. The teams are not separated by a lot generally, so the team that's the worst seed still is a threat. Like, I hate to say it, but I'm a little worried. The Boston Bruins have to play the Florida Panthers. The Panthers have a good team.
Jeez.
They've been in the playoffs.
Well, I think they got past the Panthers.
I'm not real worried about that, but I can imagine scenarios where we get down in a game, and it's hard when you get down in hockey to manufacture goals. It's not easy.
Mm-hmm. Well, yes and no, and a lot of it comes with just the momentum. As you know, momentum shifts huge, but that's the beauty of the NHL playoffs, which is better than the NHL or better than the NBA, and certainly. Yeah, no comparison to MLB is you can get Cinderella stories in there.
Yeah, much easier.
But it's not something. It's not like one little fluke. It's like they'll play really hard games and they'll just exhaust themselves.
Well,
they'll show up and have to do it the next night and just keep pounding themselves out and keep winning in overtime shots and penalties. And
if you get a hot goaltender,
and
that can just change everything.
Like that. You get a hot goaltender, or you get a hot defenseman, or you get a hot player. But the goaltender, when they're standing on their heads and they can't get anything past him, and then the desperation of the opponent starts to show. Like that's
Forget
exciting.
about it.
Yeah, that's hockey. That's playoff hockey because it's like it's elimination time. You're gone, or you're trying to cling on so you can get one more, get to a game 6, get to a game 7.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
But Abe, it is set up, so you're saying anybody can go to find the link on where is the link available?
The link is available on our Facebook Chabdog Sports Talk page. It's currently posted right now, and it's also the link is found on Twitter. And I mean, if there's some way to put the link on our website, that would be great too. But it's up.
Well, you two need to put your heads together to get that done.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I do want you to know I tagged Tingus Pingus, and I let a lot of folks know that we have the hockey challenge. So I think he's going to join.
Change the show.
Go Tingus for 3 for 3 on the Tingus Pingus.
Can we ever get him on the show so I
we should get him on
see
the show.
this genius in the flesh?
Yeah.
I know. Let's reach out to him and see if he's willing to come on as a guest speaker.
Yeah. Maybe the fact that we use Discord won't dissuade him, given how this week's news of the apparent spy.
Well, everybody's on Discord,
including him. Give our state secrets in a chat group.
Yeah. Terrible. Discord is being used for nefarious purposes.
Giggity, 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 let's have sex.
Well, what do you want to get into? You want to jump right into the...
We were talking about this last night at your little party. Chabdog had a little cocktail party, or Marla had some guests over. We were saying how we get the show going. Yeah, so usually we talk a little bit of sports, we hit hockey there, and then we hit something topical. Yeah.
But we could keep talking about hockey.
We could talk basketball or baseball.
I wouldn't mind.
Or the reason why I'm wearing this shirt today. Did you know that it's possible that the Washington Redskins are being sold right now as we speak?
Oh, well, they've been trying to get rid of Daniel Snyder forever, right?
Yeah, but now there's a potential buyers lined up. Are you aware of the potential buyer for the Redskins or the team?
I'm not. I did hear that the old regime is out there on the Redskins, and we'll see what comes forward. No, I don't know who the potential buyer is. Who wants to buy it?
Okay, who owns the 76ers? Because that's who it is. The Philadelphia 70. It's a group led by the current owner of the Philadelphia 76ers, and I think either Magic Johnson or Michael Jordan's involved in the ownership group as well. is rumored to be involved there. So that's
Michael Jordan.
what my intel is.
He was involved. He was involved with the Hornets.
Yes. He just got out.
He's also involved in NASCAR.
Yeah. So.
Well, okay, that's some news.
So there's some sports news.
Another piece of sports news is the Dallas Mavericks got fined $750,000 by the league for basically tanking a game so that they could get a higher draft positioning. So that's a warning to teams out there that are trying to game the system by resting players for no reason. You got to be careful about doing that, particularly at the end of the season.
Yeah, but $750,000, maybe that's not much to pay to be able to win an extra game.
To get
look at the revenue. So you win an extra game. To get a draft choice,
you mean? To get a better draft choice, it's worth it.
Well, no, to get another playoff game, to get another home gate revenue on the playoff. You probably
they didn't want to make the playoffs.
What? Oh,
they wanted to have their record be worse.
So they're paying okay. So they're paying an extra $750,000 for a draft pick.
Yeah, it's like what they're always worried is going to happen with the NFL and the teams trying to get that precious first pick. So they tank games at the end of the year on purpose.
Well, yeah, they were.
The rumor about the Dolphins were trying to lose games and stuff.
Yes, and they fired.
So,
coach.
NBA takes that pretty seriously.
Yeah,
I think they just generally have a problem though with the regular season being somewhat meaningless in the minds of a lot of teams who just try to make the playoffs, but they don't really worry about their record, like the Lakers. Yeah. Older guys like LeBron need to rest their body for a lot of the year, and then they just know they're going to turn it on towards the end of to get into the playoffs, and that's what the Lakers are doing.
Very lame.
We can talk about the Lakers playoff positioning, the playoff matchups in the NBA. There's some good games today. Might as well start talking about that.
Sure.
Today we got the Celtics playing the Hawks at 12:30, and Celtics are the 2 seed. The Hawks are the 7 seed. Celtics favored by 10 points. I don't give the Hawks much of a chance in that game. In that series, I think that'll be a Celtic sweep, or they might lose one game, but that's it. What do you think, Gabe? Do the Hawks have a chance?
I don't know. I mean, it's always basketball's always weird. It's always weird, It's always a weird how it goes. I mean, I like the Bucks,
Bucks aren't playing today.
Do the Hawks have a chance? I think that's kind of, that's like saying San Diego State, going as far as they can. I mean, they're okay. They're 7 seed, right? They're the 7 seed Hawks.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going against the Celtics, who are the number 2 seed.
Right.
And, I think, if we're going to lean on a team, it's going to be the Celtics, right? We're going to lean on the Celtics.
Yeah. The other game that's on tap there's 2 other ones. There's Brooklyn at Philadelphia. Philadelphia is a big favorite in that one. Same difference, I think. That's the Philadelphia 76ers series right there. New York Knicks playing at the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's a 4-5 matchup, and I think Cleveland's the better team, but that one might be close. That's pretty competitive, that one. And then the game tonight is Golden State Sacramento, and that's going to be. I think that's going to actually be a good game in Sacramento. Sacramento is the 2nd seed in the West, or 3rd seed in the West, and the Golden State's 6th. So, I like Golden State to win that series just because I think they're still pretty good. And Sacramento is a nice team, a lot of new, younger players, but I have a hard time seeing them beating the Warriors. So, anybody else want to comment on that? No.
Bueller.
Well, I mean, I think it's really great to see that the Sacramento Kings have made the playoffs. I mean, that's I mean, if we think about the Sacramento Kings, you know, they haven't really been in the playoffs since 2006, I think.
Playoffs.
So, you know, it's been a long time since they've been in this spot.
Playoffs.
So, I mean, I've already
they're
feel
athletic.
like, you know, they've already won in being in the playoffs. I'd like to see them go around. I wouldn't, you know, they are the number 3 seed against the number 6 Warriors, but it is going to be close. It's not going to be no easy victory over the Golden State Warriors, but I'd like to see them get into the conference semis. You know, that would be good.
Yeah, the games tomorrow, I think, are a little more interesting and compelling. The Lakers playing the Grizzlies. That's going to be interesting, I think. The Lakers are playing better, but the Grizzlies have tons of talent.
Grizzlies should just roll over.
They have tons of talent.
Yeah.
I think
they're fresh.
Yeah, I just think that youth and speed is going to overcome
Speed kills.
LeBron and AD.
Yeah.
Miami and the Milwaukee Bucks, that shouldn't be very competitive. The Bucks are just too powerful, right? And then the Phoenix Suns have too much talent for the Los Angeles Clippers. That's the third game of the day. As long as Kevin Durant stays healthy, which is a big question.
Are these 5 or 7 game series?
These are all
7s?
I think these are all
4.
5s, aren't they?
Abe?
Are these 5-game series, Abe?
Bueller.
We could actually
These are going to be game.
Fucking Tracy.
don't guess
See
now.
here. I'm not sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, their game.
11.
No, they have game 7 if necessary.
So they do.
Okay.
They're all game
So they're
7s.
milking, they're milking 7-game series here.
Yeah.
Wow.
That to me is unnecessary.
First round game.
That's really.
Because I'm looking at the Celtics Hawks schedule, and they go all the way down to a game 7 if necessary. April 29th.
You're right. It
Your
is.
Boston
I don't know why I
Celtics
thought
on
5, but
game 7.
Well, because Major League Baseball has, they do
Major League Baseball does that,
In their
right?
first round.
But that's the only sport of the 3 that have the playoff brackets. Like, I mean,
correct. You can't do it
with
in
multiple
NFL.
games. So,
That's a lot of games.
The other game is Minnesota and Denver, and Denver's the number 1 seed.
Okay.
Denver's too good for
Magic.
Minnesota, so
Yeah, that's a
I don't.
long.
Yeah, I don't see any
schedule.
like major upsets. The one upset I think I can definitely see is the Warriors winning against the Kings. Hard to see upsets though in any of the other series for me.
Okay.
Death by
Let's
blowjob.
see. Yeah, it's gonna be close. Yeah, that might be the one. You know, but the Grizzlies are kind of hurt though. It looks like they have a few. They had
do?
Steven Adams is out and Brandon Clark.
He's a
and
big guy. He's not that.
Jaren
coordinated,
Jackson
but he's
Jr. is
big.
day to day, and then they have a whole bunch of
Oh,
players
yeah,
that are game
He's
time.
a big part of their
positions.
offense, Jaren Jackson. But wait, you're talking about the Grizzlies?
Yeah, they have like a lot of players that seem to be either out or at game time decision.
Yeah, but they have Ja Morant still healthy, and he's a superstar.
Yeah. These are
And,
just some other players that they have out.
they
But
got-
the Lakers
they got a
don't have
variety of-
anybody.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not buying into the Lakers thing, and that they can just change course abruptly after a very mediocre year and become a contender.
Who's their
Oh
coach?
yeah, they're. I'm
Ty
surprised the Lakers are even here.
Ty
They
Lue.
played so horrible,
LeBron's
during the regular season. I'm really surprised they're here.
Yes, exactly. That blew me away. Just like, hey, they were roadkill. They weren't going to make it. There was no way they're going to make it, and they made it. So it's like, well, okay. I still think they should. We're all
Well, here
dumping
they
shit
are.
on them, but they made it. So that's something happened there. I don't know. They flipped the switch. They did flip a switch. But
You can do that.
I don't think you can do it from ride that all the way to a championship, but maybe you can do it just to get into the playoffs. It takes a lot of energy. More than they got. More
You
than
know-
old legs can carry.
I mean, the other thing I look at is that, they're like, number 7 on the Western Conference list. The only team that's slightly worse than them are the Timberwolves in this. So, they weren't amazing. They just, they're down at the bottom of the playoff pack here. Clippers are sitting on number 5 in the Western Conference. So, the Clippers definitely have played better ball than the Lakers this year, but not by much. Not by much. They're very close.
I'm not
they caught up.
Swayed by them either. All right. Well, we got that, and then.
And then here, I've got some information on the challenge.
Oh, okay.
Here it is, right
the hockey
here.
challenge.
Yeah.
There it is. Yeah.
Beautiful.
For our playoff hockey challenge, chance to win a few. You just click here.
All right. Well, why don't we?
And boom! Look at it. Takes you
why
right.
Why don't we
look
at the brackets? That. We can look at the brackets and talk about it if you want.
Okay.
The NFL. Let me get the NHL playoffs out here.
Yeah. Yeah, look at this. Tingus Pingus. Is it time for me to go through? He's already talking shit. Look at that.
Oh, my God.
Sauce for the champ.
Somebody's got to put that guy in his place.
I don't know, man. Oh, look. There might be an offensive comment here.
Nobody can put Tingus Pingus in his place.
The match will be broadcast live. There's nothing bad there. What's that?
All right, well, the first game to talk
about. Yeah, there is. Hockey.
The playoffs for hockey start on Monday, April 17th.
Mm-hmm.
We got the Islanders at the Carolina Hurricane. That's a crazy... That's just very close. The Islanders are actually really pretty good. Last year they...
Not underestimate.
Last year they went far, I think. Didn't they? They went to like the semis of the whole thing, and they're dangerous. But Carolina's got a better record. Carolina's just got the second most points in the NHL this year, behind far cry from the Bruins, but they still had a great year. So I don't know. That's why hockey is impossible.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Abe?
Yeah, there's hockey's weird. I agree. Hockey is just a weird place sometimes. And the playoffs are,
I guess I'm going to flip a coin on that one. I think maybe the Islanders can do it, pull the upset.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm kind of looking at the Islanders to win that one. Florida and Boston, that should be lopsided for the Bees. Yeah. There's no way I'm going with anything but the Bees in that.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys can take Florida at your pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we can talk about that later.
There's nothing to talk about, man.
I'm trying to focus.
She's attractive in someone's.
You just ruined my
train of thought.
Talking about my 65-12 Boston Bruins, and you had to show me that
65-12.
They're definitely the favorites to go to the Stanley Cup. Definitely. The Boston Bruins.
That's the best
the trouble
record
with hockey. You don't want that. So were the Maple Leafs too last year. Remember that
record though is better than any record I can remember since the 75. They're
technically kind of like, if you were to do a chalk pick, they would be the Boston Bruins, the chalk to win the Stanley Cup.
Yeah, that's not a good thing.
But we all know that that can change.
Yeah, a lot of guys are having great years. Just all up and down the lineup. We're not just talking about the number one line with Pasternak. We're talking about just second, third, fourth lines. It's crazy. Everything has fell into place for them this year.
That cute little children.
Okay, next game, Minnesota at Dallas. That's another really tough one. Dallas is number one seed, I think. Yeah. Yes, in the West.
Any team that calls themselves the Wild cannot be.
Minnesota's a good team.
Yeah, they're pretty wild.
They're definitely dangerous.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go with Minnesota and upset on that one.
Am I winning stating?
Edmonton and the Kings. I don't know what to say about this either, though. That Edmonton's been pretty hot lately.
Uh-huh.
And even though
global warming.
There's another one.
Yeah,
Because they're pretty far north.
Connor
I'm
McDavid.
Weenie
is
City.
Oh, yeah, Connor McDavid. They're in
Am
the
I
playoffs.
Weenie City?
An unbelievable talent.
Yes.
Am I Weenie City?
Who's that?
You're watching since last year.
Who's that?
City. Yes.
What are
Yes.
some dachshunds? What is that?
Oh my God. There's another
Abe?
one.
Yes.
I'm
This
Weenie
is
City.
Abe's house.
That's Chester.
Am I Weenie
What?
City?
Who owns those dogs?
Am I Weenie City? I'm Weenie City.
They're my neighbor's
Weenie
dogs.
Oh,
I'm kind of
Yes.
weenie sitting them.
I love those dogs.
Yes. They're great for going after
I'm
mongooses.
Weenie
Yeah, those dogs.
Am I Weenie
They're
City?
very difficult from the sense
Am I
that
Weenie City?
they control
Weenie
people.
City.
Like if
Weenie
you're
City.
around them,
Yes.
they demand the attention.
Yes.
Oh, well,
Don't they?
Oh my God.
That
There's
one
another one.
that was on my
Weenie City.
lap. That's
Am I Weenie City?
that's Toby,
Weenie
and
City?
Toby
Oh,
like
Weenie
would
City.
every
Weenie
time
City.
I'd try to
Weenie
reach the
City.
mouse,
Yes.
he would lift my arm so that I could be petting him instead
Yes.
of touching my mouse or anything
They
else.
demand attention.
Okay.
And the
Yeah.
other one, are they related? Those dogs?
No, them two are not.
They're just buddies?
I think Chester is much older than Toby.
Chester.
Chester. What a great
Yeah.
name.
My parents
They're
have
Toby.
my nephew has a dog named Leo. He's
Leo.
a dachshund.
Wow.
And he loves the attention of people and of the other dogs. My parents have two Cocker Spaniels, and my sister has a Cocker Spaniel, and together with Leo, that's just a real motley crew.
Look at Heidi's. That's Heidi's. I think it might be Heidi's dog there.
Yeah, Mark had it. Mark, you remember Mark?
Yeah,
he had the dachshund.
He had dachshunds, yeah. Or Pedro.
Pedro, yeah.
For many years.
So you're lucky to have
God
them.
bless Pedro. Absolutely. God bless
All right, well,
sweet little bingo.
I would go with the Edmonton Oilers over the Kings. I think the Oilers are a little better.
Really? Huh. I'll have to do some research there. I haven't watched.
Next
enough
round,
games this year.
next day, there's 4 games that are also just ridiculously hard to pick.
Oh, jeez.
New Jersey is hosting the Rangers. New Jersey
Well,
is
that's
just
going to be intense.
a really tough team. They got these, I think they got a couple of Jewish brothers on their team, the Hughes brothers, that are both great players.
Yeah,
Hansensteins.
Jack,
They got
I think
the
his
Jack-
name is Jack Hughes. You heard
he's
about them?
Definitely the guy.
So I like the Devils in that series. So the Rangers are a great team. Tampa Bay is at Toronto. Tampa Bay is a power team, and they're on the road against Toronto. This is just when are the Toronto Maple Leafs going to wake up and play the way they should in the playoffs?
This is the Maple Leafs action. This is how they should play.
Yeah, they got to be aggressive. You got to be
Yeah, look at
aggressive. What the fuck is that?
Walmart.
That's why Walmart is leaving the
This
middle
is
of
why
the city.
Walmart is leaving any city. Yeah.
It just
It doesn't matter. It's not
these
the color of the
these
people. It's their
people
behavior.
took the story
It's got
over.
nothing to do with the color
Like,
of the skin.
where is security?
Hiding. I don't want to be out there. Abe, would you do security for that?
Terrible. That is
Pay me enough to do
Look at
that.
that. The people getting beaten.
Yeah.
And I wonder if anybody got arrested. Is this in California or where is this?
Hold on, hey, hold on.
Someone just put this up.
Okay.
Jesus.
Oh.
All right.
Play stupid games, win stupid
This
prizes.
is definitely not a children's show.
Well, that's
No,
But
sorry, that's
the
yeah.
Maple Leafs need a little more of that whoop ass against the very tough Tampa Bay Lightning.
Lightning are gonna wipe their ass. Yeah,
I'm
big
going to
time.
go with the Maple Leafs this year.
Really?
Sorry. I think they're too good.
Sucker.
No, bad.
I'm getting sucked
bad
into the
champ,
Maple
dog.
Leafs.
Mm-hmm.
Vegas
Oh,
and the
jeez.
Winnipeg Jets. Winnipeg's
not gonna
a dangerous team, but the
Vegas.
Golden Knights are too good for them.
Yeah, Vegas.
And then the last one, which is the one that Abe cares the most about, is the Seattle Kraken getting their crack at the Colorado Avalanche.
Second year in the league and they're in the playoffs. Abe, second year in the league and they're in the playoffs.
Wait,
I know.
third, I think.
sorry,
isn't
third.
it?
Third? Second.
Isn't this their third year
Second year.
or second?
Second.
Second.
Their second year.
That's right. Yeah, and they had a last
You
year.
know,
won 5 games.
they are a little bit. So as you know, Blix is also the Avalanche guy.
Yeah.
So this is going to be an interesting series for both of us because, the Avalanche is a good team. I think they're expected to kind of win this one. But it's kind of to say, I told Blix that they better win. If the Avalanche loses to this second-year team, I go, that's worse than that's a pretty bad loss. So
Yeah,
I'm pulling for the Kraken
team.
to upset, but we'll see.
Yeah,
they're on a magical run.
I'm not going to go
see.
that far to say that the defending Stanley Cup champions are going to go down to the Kraken.
Probably. Yeah, it's a little bit of a stretch here. It's a little bit of a stretch. But we're hey, they better win. If they don't win, then they're
right.
It's gonna. I'm gonna give Blix a lot of shit. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
We're playing horseshoes or hand grenades. Close doesn't count. And so speaking of horseshoes, why don't you play the horseshoes clip from?
Although let me just very quickly show you this over here.
Strawberry Blonde.
Before we.
What's that?
There. So this is that news.
Oh.
So this. There we are. 76ers owner Josh Harris. Flyers Commanders, Josh Harris, who bought the Sixers in 2011. So is there, I don't know of any cross ownership in the NFL, do you? Why are they letting this guy own an NBA team and NFL?
You can own both.
Well, nobody has yet, have they?
I don't know. I really don't. I haven't ever thought about that, but
when I think about it,
I don't see a reason why you can't. I don't see a reason why you can't.
There's no rule against it, but there we are. Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
Okay, he was part of the group. I knew it was somebody.
Yeah, I mean, good for Magic Johnson. Just going to get more richer.
Yeah. He's
but
still alive.
It's really time to get rid of the current ownership of the Redskins, and they can make maybe they can make some.
Never sold it.
They can make something. They can make something of that franchise. There's no reason.
Be a contender. Could have been a contender.
There's no reason why they can't.
A mile and 3/16 affirmed.
Why? I mean, it's just you run the place into the ground. That's why they're not. It's just bad karma after bad karma.
What are you showing now?
I'm just trying to get this thing lined up. There we go.
Yeah, I want to see some Strawberry Blonde. I need my day brightened by.
Well, this is the horse race first.
Oh.
You didn't ask for Strawberry Blonde.
Eighth meeting.
Well, let's hope the playoffs are as close as this horse race. It's getting to be horse race season.
Mile and 3/16.
Well, Kentucky Derby's will be up in
coming up soon. I have some fond memories of the Triple Crown races going to them. Did you ever go to one?
Never.
I went to the Preakness when I was 10 years old. 11 years old, I went with my friend Jim Quackenbush and Bill Trainer, and we were having a great time playing hacky sack. And I think was I that young? Maybe I was a little older, but I thought I went to the one in '76. This was the one in '78.
This is the one in '78.
Affirmed in Aladar.
But this guy here, is that the guy you were with?
No, that's college. That's college.
Hey, Abe, you see this picture?
Yes, look at that beautiful picture.
Look at those great Jufros.
Really, you look like a couple Arabs there. Do you think you look Jewish there? I was going to say that you don't look Jewish to me, man.
Why? All that curly hair sticking up?
I mean, definitely Middle Eastern.
It was the trick photography made it look like we had pompadours or something.
It did, yeah. But then that makes you look like you're Arabs. You don't look Jewish to me, man. That's a couple of Arabs there.
Oh, I don't
look like you're going to go out. Yeah, you're going to go out in your BMWs and put your gold chains on.
We looked cool, didn't we? Either one of us could have gone out with Rita Hayworth there.
Yeah, she's gorgeous, man.
I wish.
Yeah, well, you wish, exactly.
I wish. Spruce up. It's time to see Rita Hayworth.
Yeah, she is gorgeous. My goodness.
So what are you going to show? Are you going to show the horse race, or are you going to show?
Yeah, hold on.
I hope these next Triple Crown races are even if they come close to anything close to this, that would be amazing. the horse that won the race was Affirmed, won the Triple Crown. And Affirmed just typically would grab the lead and not give it up. And the horse that finished second is Aldar. Aldar is coming up on the outside. You can see him kind of creeping up. This is a short race, so it's pretty intense.
So, just for everybody's sake, where's Aldar right now? That's Aldar right
I
there.
think Aldar's 3.
Yeah.
I think so.
I think so. So
coming in on
right
the outside.
Yeah.
But
So
the
still way
race
back.
is almost half over.
I know.
So Aldar's got to really make the move.
Yeah.
Here it comes.
Here comes number 3. Sneaking. That horse gets an extra. Aldar gets an extra gear here somehow. Look at it, right here.
And then
all of a sudden,
it's just a mathematical equation here at the end. Is there enough length in the race for Aldar's speed to
but I
make
was
up?
accelerating on the curve.
Yeah, and it's just when you're on the outside, you're running extra far. I just thought, Affirmed, you're not going to hold on to this, but somehow he escapes. Affirm's like, what the hell is going on? This horse just won't stop.
Yeah. But then Affirm
and then he
really
starts just wildly kicking it into gear, and oh my God, it almost caught him.
Oh, that's so exciting.
That was a win by a head.
You can see like the animals themselves were really into that.
You ever seen a race where the horse won by a nose?
Sure.
Yeah. I don't remember any of the Triple Crowns.
Oh, no, racetracks and stuff, but not in anything famous, no.
So they finished 1-2 in every Triple Crown race. That was one of those situations that doesn't happen too often.
So I didn't know you're such a big fan of the Sport of Kings, Chab Dog.
I was. I'm not as much anymore.
No? Maybe something you can get back into
I need
again?
to get back into it, but I don't know why. Nothing that compelling I find with horse racing these days. Just you have to have horses that capture the imagination of the public. Like Secretariat. I showed you Secretariat when they would shoot. Secretariat won by 30 lengths. The Preakness in the Belmont.
Mm-hmm.
That was like one of the greatest things I ever saw in sports.
Wow. Oh, and by the way, Dorothy Dawn, she may be listening, and if you're listening out there, hey Dorothy, hi, hope all's going well on your flight there. Dorothy texted us this morning, and she's flying to Chicago, flying into O'Hare, I believe, and so she doesn't get off the flight until about 11 o'clock or sometime after 11 a.m. Pacific time. So maybe
hopefully she'll make it back and
we'll get
onto
a
the
report
show
from her and find out what she's doing in Chicago in the windy city here.
Well,
you know they got a big heat wave going on back east.
Speaking of, speaking of beautiful women, why don't you play Rita Hayworth? Play some Strawberry Blonde.
Yeah, I want to do Strawberry Blonde. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to see the scene with the Yale Man, and I want to see the scene with Rita Hayworth.
The Strawberry Blonde. Yeah, let's do that one. This is a good scene. So maybe you can set it up for us while I get this going as to why this is so fascinating. So what year do you think this was?
Well, it was set in 1900 New York.
Okay, there you go. It's 1900.
Yeah. You'll notice there weren't cars yet. There was mostly just horse and buggies.
So these gentlemen, so this is on Sunday.
Yeah.
And, these guys they're working men.
Yeah,
but
one guy.
On a Sunday, you're expected to dress your best, which they are.
Yeah, just like us.
And
right?
then hang out with their wives and their families in the yard and act civilized.
Well, you can go on walks. And
yeah, well, you'll have Cagney,
They probably went to church, too.
Yeah, after church.
This was
all
after church.
So Cagney's rather bristling at this because he's, you'll
get even with him because the guy comes in for some dental work and he really gives it to him.
Wow, you think
it's a very funny scene.
I think the guy would be smarter than that.
I know. Why did he think he'd get off easy?
Yeah, after he screws the guy.
Yeah.
So his time in prison, jeez.
So that's a little bit of film footage. You learned something,
I read
Abe?
a little bit about Alan Hale Jr. was the skipper.
Yes, Alan Hale Jr.
Alan Hale Jr.
And then I guess that was his dad, right?
That was his
Alan
dad.
Hale Sr., yes.
Yeah.
It's interesting, but
his dad
Alan
was
Hale
playing,
Jr. died of cancer in like the 1990s.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, he lived probably to be about 60.
Oh, no.
68. He made it to
68,
68.
So his father was born in 1892, because I looked this up. And his father, Alan Hill Sr., played the father of Jimmy Cagney in that movie. So that shows you, I mean, how far back his father went.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he used to be pretty old to play Jimmy Cagney's father in anything.
First
Even though he was
Hollywood.
only, at the time he was playing the guy's father, only about 7 years older.
Yeah.
But he was so fat and out of shape that it kind of made sense.
You're not being very polite.
No, but it's
wasn't
true.
It the makeup? Maybe it was the makeup.
Well, makeup can do certain things, but he was just one of those guys that could play guys that were old. That he could look older in a movie than he really was.
Yeah, he did do that. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So we've got some interesting old songs here. Do you want to do a little music break?
Oh, always.
One I think we're allowed
Always.
to do here. Let's see how far if we can get away with
You
it.
want to travel back in time to the
from K-Tel Records,
Abe, Gabe,
22
guess what year
exclusive
this is?
Yeah.
hits, 22 original stars, Gallery.
Oh, it's so nice.
Gallery.
The great Sammy Davis Jr.,
Oh, the Candyman can.
Olivia Newton-John,
Is this the
Hamilton,
early 70s?
Yes.
Pretty close. So this is
Yes.
Hampton, Joe Frank, and Reynolds. I never even heard of Hampton. Harrington? What?
Joe Frank and
No. Flash?
Reynolds.
All right.
Derek
This was
the
the year
Dominoes'
that
big hit,
the,
Layla.
Dominoes.
This was the year the Boston Bruins
Detroit
won the
Emeralds,
Stanley
Billy
Cup.
Jackson, Flash,
Another-
April Wine,
another year.
Charlites, Pop Tops, Fortune.
Here comes that rainy day.
Leading again.
Joe Simon,
Got power in your kiss.
Lobo,
Possible man.
Hot Butters, Popcorn,
Oh, remember that? Popcorn?
and many more. Get K-Tel's 22
K-Tel.
explosive
First
hits
use
now.
of a
22
synthesizer
original
being
stars and
Tyrell.
one great stereo LP. Only $3.99.
$3.99.
Do they still do they still make CDs like this where a company will just take a bunch of stuff from different artists and put it out there?
Dude, nobody makes CDs anymore. So no.
Oh, nobody. That's right. Nobody makes CDs anymore.
So no.
It's so depressing. You can't have any of these commercials.
It's not distributed that way anymore. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was for everybody's edification. That was 1972.
72.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. And here's something. I'm just going to bring it up here because I just remembered it before the show ends and I wanted to say. So Abe, have you ever gone to somebody and you're explaining Chab Dog and you say it's you say Chab Dog and they say what? Is usually the first thing they say when you say Chab Dog to them they don't quite understand?
What? You mean
We say
somebody?
Chab, like we say chabdog.com.
You mean there's somebody
or
out there
Chabdog.
that hasn't heard about this?
Okay.
Where
Here's
they've
what I
been
was-
living
okay, so
under a
last
rock.
night when we were speaking with somebody
yeah.
across the table, and we said and she has looked at us, and it was like that blank stare I've gotten like a million times when I say chabdog, chabdog.com. They look at me like I just spoke.
Who was
in
that?
some
Was
foreign
that
language.
was
It one of
that
the girls.
Morel's friend Sam?
It was either her or maybe it was Morel. Who was
But
sitting across from us?
Morel's
Who's
husband
directly across from us?
watches this show.
Oh, he's
so.
he's cool. So here's what I'm thinking.
What?
If we could say, yeah, it's Chab Dog Sports Talk Show, absolutely, you're the Chab Dog. But if we could direct people to, and it'll still always be chabdog.com, but you can also get another website name that will, and redirect it to there. And you could have a website that says like motherfucker.com, which people will clearly understand. Or go eatshit.com or eattomatoes.com.
Well,
for
you
that
can
matter.
call the website whatever you want.
And it'll. Thank you. Yes. So I want to have a naming contest so we can have something that doesn't fucking confuse people that they can't remember. So when they go to their computer, they can't type. So they can't misspell it. So it's easy.
I don't know, man.
Is chabdog.com Abe? Is chabdog.com easy for people to type in and remember and use?
It's easy for me.
I promote it a lot on social media.
You're just messing up our
and
branding.
That's,
But in
that's
your
like
experience.
Our handle is the
have people
website.
found-
We try to incorporate the
I mean, you
website
could-
on everything.
You could change it to something a little more catchy like blowme.com, but I mean
anything. That's something you can spell.
I don't know.
Like because they put in
think
CHAD. Like they
it's
people,
kind of ruining my branding, and
No,
I
the branding-
get me in trouble. I think if you made it something suggestive like that.
Blowme.com. I like that.
Yeah, blowjob.com. Yeah, or blowjob.net.
Blowme.com, boys. You want to hear the best
No,
program
how
on
about-
the West Coast? Go.
How about blowmeup.com?
Cover my
Go
mouth.
blowmeup.com for sure. But that's isn't that Tim Conway's thing?
Blow me up.
It's like blow me up, Tom.
Oh yeah,
Just blow me.
Was that Tim Conway?
Just blow me.
I think Tim Conway Jr. on his radio show does that, if I'm not mistaken. That might be.
Just blow me.
Yeah, blow me up.
You can't forget that. So, what do you do? We're in sports media. We just go to justblowme.com.
Yeah. Well, that's it.
That tells you everything about the show right there.
Well, but I'm just saying, for ease of simplicity, somebody getting to our website, justblowme.com, they'll remember that. They know how to spell it.
I might be a little embarrassed saying that.
Chabdog, they misspell it every time.
How do you misspell Chabdog? How else could you spell it?
With a D? Chad Dog?
If you're retarded.
Dude.
Chad, it's not
Chad
Dog.
All of our listeners are retarded.
It's Chab Dog.
I know. C-H-A-B, but it's this people.
No, I know. Sometimes they get called Chadner. Sometimes
yeah,
I've had that happen.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. I don't mind that.
It's just the way the consonants hit there in English.
I don't know.
Doesn't quite work correct.
Why don't you guys think of something a little more dignified? Maybe with some.
I was just kidding about the blowjob thing, but but I'm not kidding that if we had something easy like that people could spell, I think we'd increase. We'd get some more traction.
Well,
it'd be easier to promote.
Okay.
But we need that word.
Speaking of promotion, why don't before
everybody.
every show we have a van go through the neighborhood with loudspeakers saying it's time for Chab Dog.
Speaking of vans, look at that.
You want to play that clip with the van going through
I was just about to do that, and then here it is. We're coming up on.
We don't have any time?
It's 59. Yeah, we're out of time.
We're out of time.
We just burned up the first hour.
Well, can you play that coming out of the break, maybe?
How about I'll do it after? Sure, maybe. Maybe, and if I can't, then I'll do it after.
All right, Abe, we got a really exciting hour 2 lined up with the racing update and some racing clips from Grease Lightning. Plus, we've got a Grease Lightning karaoke.
Yeah,
to finish
so
the
we're going to
show.
do some Grease Lightning karaoke to end
You'll
the show.
like that.
And if you've never heard of Grease Lightning before, it's like pretty awesome NASCAR movie from the 70s.
Yeah, Richard Pryor.
With Richard Pryor and Cleavon Little. And we'll remember that name.
So, a lot in base. We'll talk some baseball.
So
Got to talk some baseball.
Yeah, we'll talk some baseball. And whatever else we haven't gotten around to in the first hour.
Okay.
How's that
So
sound?
stay tuned.
And for a change here, for our commercial break, instead of playing commercials,
yes, please tell us.
We're going to do show openings instead.
Oh,
so
themes.
This is, for TV shows in the 70s.
Yeah.
So in TV shows in the 70s, the way they'd open the show, they'd play the same music every week and have the same opening every week for a minute just to start the show. I guess
They
a lot of
still
shows
do that
today. Okay. But this is consistent.
We've done
back
that
then.
before, but this
it.
is we played these things before, but this is concentrated now.
Anyway, so enjoy. Oh, something's going on. Let's see what's happening here. Is our source for commercial break? Oh, offline. Shit. We're offline. What the fuck's going on? Come on. No, I didn't turn anything off. The board's still on. Okay. Oh, yeah, we're back. Let's see. All right, everybody. Sorry for the disruption there. We were enjoying our commercials there, and the system's just checking here. Okay, we got a good connection. We're back up and running. My apologies for that break there. So back to the rookies here and back to the commercials, and we will be back with you at the end of this in about
My name is Brandon S. Chabner. I am a sole owner and CEO of the law office of Brandon S. Chabner here in Hermosa Beach, and we do corporate law and estate planning and regulatory law. And I've been in business since 2007. Before that, I worked with various law firms in Southern California and also on the East Coast, and primarily focused on corporate law. I've been an attorney since 1990. Prior to law school, I went to Yale College and was majored in political science, graduated with distinction, magna cum laude honors there. After Yale College, I went to UCLA Law School, was on law review there, enjoyed that a lot. I went to Harvard Business School and got a degree there. I'd like to be their, trusted advisor and help them understand and assess the legal risks relating to their business projects. Also, I can help them be more successful, I think, by helping them move in the direction that enables their deals to get done, and whilst at the same time mitigating business risk. But also, I can provide them both with legal advice and business advice.
She's your girl, get Christy love. Get Christy love. Get Christy love. Cool as ice when things are tough. Get Christy love. Take our advice if it gets rough. Get Christy love. Get Christy love.
She's a cop? Oh, yeah.
You're under arrest, sugar.
So my name is Eric Sauve. I'm a paralegal with the law firm of Brandon S. Chabner, and as a paralegal, I support Brandon Chabner, the attorney of the firm. Primarily when it comes to trust, it's very important that trust document reflect the wishes of those that put it together. The trust is your instructions as to how you want your estate distributed and the instructions you're giving to your trustee to do that. A power of attorney allows a trusted person to take on your affairs while you're incapacitated. And in the state of California, if your estate is less than $165,000, then you don't need to have a trust. You can simply distribute those through a will. We just want to get this completed, make sure your wishes are taken care of, so the state of California is not in there taking their piece. You're not paying probate, and your beneficiaries get the most money possible in a tax-free or most tax-efficient manner possible. Having representation in place is incredibly important, and this ties back to the power of attorney, because there are going to be many times in your life where you're not going to be either able to attend for medical reasons, or perhaps emergencies happen in your life. Now you can exercise that power of attorney and someone else can represent you in your affairs, so you're free to be with your family.
Rowan Martin production, starring Buddy Epson. Also starring Lee Merriweather, Mark Shera, with guest stars Glenn Corbett, Marky Post, Gwen Humble. Tonight's episode, Master of Deception.
Just give me that countryside.
New York is where I'd rather stay. I get allergic smelling hay. I just adore a penthouse view. Darling, I love you, but give me Park Avenue.
The chores.
The stores.
Fresh air.
Times Square.
You are my wife.
Goodbye, city life.
Green Acres, we are there.
Here we come, walking down the street. We get funniest looks from everyone we meet. Hey, hey, we're the monkeys, and people say we monkey around, but we're too busy singing to put anybody down. We're just trying to be friendly. I'll come and watch, sing and play. We're the young generation, and we got something to say. Hey, we're the monkeys. You never know where we'll be found, so you better get ready. We may be coming to your town.
Just sit right back and you'll hear a tale of a fateful trip that started from this tropic port aboard this tiny ship. The mate was a mighty sailing man, the skipper brave and sure. 5 passengers set sail that day for a 3-hour tour, a 3-hour tour. The weather started getting rough, the tiny ship was tossed. If not for the courage of the fearless crew, the minnow would be lost. The minnow would be lost. The ship's aground on the shore of this uncharted desert isle, with Gilligan, the skipper too, the millionaire and his wife, the movie star, and the rest are here on Gilligan's Isle.
Do that one first. Okay, and we're back, but I'm just going to do one more clip here before we get really back and do Speed Racer. And you'll probably all recognize this scene from the Blues Brothers, this famous scene. But I got a better way to, I've got something else I want to match up with it here. Hold on a second, hold on a second. Off camera man. Okay. So you want to talk about pairings? Yeah, this is the call to Chabdog.
The morning prayer call.
Morning prayer call to Chabdog.
Listen to Chabdog. Chabdog.
الصلاة
Yeah. Blues Brothers are calling us to prayer.
We need things like that where we count on hearing things at certain times during the day, like church bells. Don't have that anymore.
It's coming back. In Minnesota.
You can hear there are church bells that ring on the hour around here. Did you know that? American Martyrs School, there's a school, a religious school. They ring. I think they do ring bells on the hour.
The American Martyrs School.
Yeah, it's a
Martyrs.
It's a Catholic school.
What, of martyrs? It doesn't sound right now. Domestic terrorists or something?
Religious martyrs.
Yeah, that's what that's what the Muslims call themselves, dude. Religious martyrs
I know,
that go blow up
but
buses
the original
and shit.
martyr was Christ. He died for your sins, right?
I think somebody got martyred before him, dude. That was only 2,000 years ago. There've been martyrs around since.
Well, the most famous.
Right? Maybe Moses might have been a martyr.
All the Christians that got fed to the lions.
They're martyrs. The Romans. People at the beach want to go. I hope they're facing Mecca.
This is in Illinois, where they're having the Democrat convention this year. What a surprise, you know. They went to Chicago.
You know, they had it once in Chicago before, and it didn't go all that well.
That was 68, remember that?
Yeah, that was last week. We did Heber Humphrey. Got the nomination there.
And they ended up, their vote got split. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, and Daley stopped the vote. Because Daley
that just doesn't ever seem to happen anymore.
Mayor Daley.
Democrats are much too organized. The Republicans are the ones that split their vote all the time.
These days. Yeah, that was different back then. We're discussing that with Dixiecrats. They're still around.
Well, look at what happened in 1992. That's the most recent example. Okay, we're back?
And we're back.
Okay. Yes. You can set your watch on it every Saturday 9 to 9:30, 10:30.
Yeah, so you're
set your watch to
9:30ish.
2 hours every week on Saturdays we're on.
Book 2 hours anyway, somewhere between 9:30 and 10.
We do the best we can to be punctual.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We could try harder.
But nothing ever runs as smoothly as the German trains.
Wasn't like something we were playing.
Oh, come on. What did we do?
I don't know.
We played the Blues Brothers movie. That was probably what it didn't like.
I don't know. Okay, we're on temporary blocks, so let's see. Oh, here we are. We were playing. Here's a replay here.
You know, that was your bad
really
idea.
back and do Speed Racer. And yeah, you know, it might have been the Blues. Probably all recognized. But it shouldn't be that scene from the Blues Brothers. This famous scene. But I got a better way to.
Well, what would be a show without a listen to Chad Dog? Can we do a Maricopa right now? And
there it stopped right there. So. So I guess it was. Well, we weren't this scene from the Blues Brothers. Here. Hold on a second. Yeah, this is the call to Chab Dog. Maybe it was that. We played that. 5-10. It was one of the two. Well, we'll stop pissing them off now. Streaming available. Okay, well, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Streaming available. Okay, well. Oh, okay. Let's count. No longer being blocked due to copyright issues. Welcome back. 4.
Okay.
We're back on the air. Streaming available. Okay, well. Oh, okay. No longer being blocked due to copyright issues.
I don't know. You don't want to block that on YouTube because that's
we're back on the air.
Construed as religious discrimination against
yeah, no longer being blocked. Oh, there we go.
All right. Well, we're back.
We're back
with Abe Miranda with his glasses on.
No, actually, we were playing. Yeah, the call to prayer.
It was the
Muslim call to prayer.
The call for Abe Miranda to speak.
The call for Abe Miranda to speak now, though. That's what we got going now. Okay.
All right, Abe.
Of course, I got to get Speed Racer up. And
tell us what's up in the world of racing.
Hold on.
Oh, you got to pull Speed Racer up.
Yeah.
Of course.
Couple things to do here. So I'm going to try this as well. Okay. Speed Racer, where are you? I hear a car alarm going. Do you hear that car alarm? Mm-hmm. Here, let's look at the neighborhood here. There we go. I don't see anything out there.
Oh, the lovely sound of a horn blaring outside.
Yeah.
Finally stopped.
And let's put it on here.
When are we going to get big enough that you can you don't have to do all
I can hire someone to do this. That's what I want.
Or yeah.
Team to do it.
Either that or we just get a replacement for you and we just do it.
Yeah. Well, so I need someone to hire someone.
Why don't you find some kind of intern?
Here he
like
comes, here comes
Find
Speed
a
Racer.
intern
He's
that
a
looks like
demon
you're
on
free to
wheels.
hire.
He's a demon and he's gonna be
All right.
chasing after someone. He's gaining on you, so you better look alive. He's busy revving up the powerful Mach 5. And when the odds are against him and there's dangerous work to do, bet your life
Yes,
to
they're
racer.
very. I found this girl to be unreliable.
Go Speed Racer, go Speed Racer, go! He's up and flying as he guns a car around the track. He's jamming down the pedal like he's never
part of the
coming
attraction.
back. Adventure's waiting just ahead.
Yes.
Go Speed Racer, go Speed Racer, go Speed Racer, go!
Real tourist.
All right. Take it away, Abe Miranda.
Harry's.
What up, guys? Let's get ready to NASCAR! Oh, man.
You don't want to
back
block
again.
that on YouTube because that's
We're back on the
Let's get ready to Okay.
All right.
Let's get ready to NASCAR!
You're
Exactly.
back. Yeah, so
We are
tell
back.
Tell us what happened last week at the Food 500, or what was it called?
Food Mart.
The Food Mart.
Co.
Food City.
Food
The
City. Food Fight.
City
500.
Dirt Race.
Mm-hmm.
We had the Food City Dirt Race at the Bristol Motor Speedway with our champion Christopher Bell coming in first place.
Oh,
who
little
happens
Christopher
to be
won.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I should have known that
Ring
Christopher
the
would
bell.
have
My bell.
dirt race.
Mm-hmm.
Little
You know,
kid like that. Throwing dirt.
Did you see what happened to Bubba?
What's that?
Did you see what happened to Bubba?
I saw what happened to Bubba,
Yeah,
but I
he was
did
doing
see that Bubba.
really well, and he was leading most of the way, and he was setting up for a fantastic finish, and then he got knocked out.
Sorry,
He
you,
didn't
Yeah.
even finish.
you picked him, huh?
Mhm.
And he spun out.
But
and-
he did come in 12th place. He still
he
came
did.
in 12th place. So.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
well,
that's
that's
out
no
of
good.
the money for you.
Way out. Way out.
All right, well, was
Not
it?
really. I'm gonna go into this race. But even though Bubba Wallace came in 12th, you know, we picked Ross Chastain, Denny Hamlin, and Kyle Larson.
Oh, you're kidding.
I know Kyle Larson won the first stage, and he was looking really good. But then he got in a bit of an accident, and that was it for him. And Kyle Larson coming in 35th place here.
Oh.
At this race, Ross
"Can we walk down
Chastain, Denny Hamlin coming in 22nd place
Oh, wow.
on this race.
but not good enough.
Yeah,
Oh, you know what that means?
yeah.
So
You know
he
what that
got
means?
the point.
Ross Chastain comes in 28.
Oh.
So it sounds like Bubba Wallace gets the well-read, and Bubba Wallace walk away with last week's one-pointer.
All right.
lightning for you.
He was grease
so
lightning for
making
me.
well-read,
That's fantastic.
last week's champion here at
So I got
the
4.
Food City Dirt Race.
I'm at 4. 4.
There you go. You're at 3 points.
It just goes to show you never know. Like you could get that point and have your driver come in 25th.
If the rest of you fuck up worse than me, yeah.
Well, that was definitely the case last week.
I didn't think he finished, so I Jesus, thank goodness he finished. I thought he got blown
out. If he hadn't finished, I would have won.
Yeah.
Because I had the second place guy.
Oh.
And the agony of defeat.
Oh, you had Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin was right there, man. He was at 22nd. You would have got it had Bubba Wallace blown it completely.
But he limped across the finish line.
Great race. It's always fun to watch these dirt races go. I think I believe Christopher Bell said prior to the race that he
Dorothy.
He was hoping to see a dirt race guy win this race. And in this case, he's a dirt race guy along with Kyle Larson. They're dirt race guys. And Christopher Bell.
Abe, I don't want to interrupt you, but we've got Dorothy Dawn is now off the plane, and you're in Chicago O'Hare Airport. I know O'Hare.
Hey.
What are you doing there? Okay? What are you doing in O'Hare?
I'm here for, well, I don't know if I should say it online. I'll tell you
can
later.
Just say personal business. I don't know. Whatever you want to say.
Yeah, I just shouldn't. Well, okay. It's a surprise party, but I doubt the person's listening. If the person's listening, that's totally ruined right now.
Okay, well then we can't blow this. Okay, then let's stop right now.
Just say you're on personal visit.
Because we are famous, everyone listens to us.
Exactly, yeah. Murphy's Law is the one time when no one's listening. Of course, they'll all be listening. It'll blow your cover.
Yeah.
But we had no idea that you were going to be in O'Hare today, or that we were on your way there. Is JP around?
Yeah. He's in the restroom because we literally just got the plane. So I'm probably going to too, but I won't take you with me.
Okay. You can listen to Abe give the rest of the
Abe's gone through what happened last week.
Yeah, I got the point for the week, even though my guy Bubba came in 12th. I was the highest of everybody.
Sorry, you didn't get it very far with Kyle Larson.
Yeah, Kyle Larson didn't make it.
And I came in 22nd with my pick. But
so how long are you in Windy City for?
Just till Monday.
Oh.
Our flight was yesterday, but it got canceled, so we just came out this morning. I was going to go to the White Sox game. It starts in 10 minutes.
Nice.
11.
Yeah.
11 minutes, actually. They're playing the Baltimore Orioles.
How about them O's?
Giggity, let's have sex.
That's our favorite.
I know you like that.
I'm right here. I'm going to use the restroom. Oh, so I'll be right back. Okay.
Okay. Well, how about while you do that, let's go back to. I'll click Abe back on. And maybe
let's
speaker.
Let Abe
mute your speaker, or actually, no, leave your speaker on, so because there might be people want to hear.
Yeah, I want to hear the toilet flush.
Hear the toilet flush.
Yeah, just like on the family.
Okay, and with that, back to Abe Miranda.
I'll be right back.
Wow. All righty. So with that, let's talk about the Martinsville NOCO 400. NOCO 400. I don't really know what NOCO is, but that's the NOCO 400. This is going to be a night race. Let you guys know it's a night race. This is the 5th night race that the Martinsville Speedway has had in the Cup's history. And when I talk about the Cup's history, I'm talking about the Cup's history. Like this NASCAR track opened in 1947.
Oh,
it is still one of the original NASCAR tracks, if probably the only original NASCAR track.
Is this Martinsville, Virginia? Martinsville, Virginia.
This one is in Martinsville. Yeah, this is in Martinsville, Virginia.
Yes. I remember this. This is just a staple. This is an old track.
Old track.
Yeah. We have a clip. We're going to play a clip in a few minutes of showing you what it would have looked like at the Martinsville track in 1947. Because this clip is from setting a scene of 1946 NASCAR race.
What's from the movie Greased Lightning? You ever heard the movie Greased Lightning, Abe?
Yes, I have.
Mm-hmm. So you'll like this.
So the thing about this track is that originally when it was built, this was really a dirt track. Later on in life, it got the asphalt in. A little unique. This is a little bit bigger than a half-mile oval track, but it looks more like a paperclip. It's got a long straightaway, and then it's got tight turns. Asphalt in the straightaway, making it look like a drag strip. And then you have concrete on the turns.
Hold on, a drag strip?
There is no banking on the straightaway. And then there's only a 12-degree banking on the concrete turns.
Like a Brazilian? Like a drag strip? Like a Brazilian wax drag strip? We're talking like that? That's true.
Could be. Okay. Could be. We don't have any Brazilian drivers, but yeah, there's always maybe someone in the fan is.
Or do you like them that way? Do you like your racetrack, completely bald, or do you like it, a little?
With a little drag strip, huh?
Yeah,
maybe a paper clip oval would be cool. Okay. This one is the most. One thing to keep in mind is that NASCAR Hall of Famer Richard Petty, the King, is known as one of the most successful drivers here at this track. He's won 15 races with 67 starts, so he is the leader here at Martinsville. Another cool thing about Martinsville is that the trophy is usually a grandfather clock. This is a tribute to, I guess, Martinsville, Virginia is a furniture making area. It's known for furniture. And the grandfather clock is something that kind of came around in the late 60s. And it's stuck with ever since. Mm-hmm. So Richard Petty has a lot of those clocks sitting somewhere around his house. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a 210-mile race. It's 400 laps. This is going to happen tomorrow at, interesting enough, the race starts at 3 p.m. Eastern time, so I'm not really sure if that's going to be nighttime.
Okay.
Because that's only going to be 3 p.m. Eastern. But that's what time it starts. So I'm not sure how much of a night race it's going to be. Maybe a late afternoon race.
Yeah.
We'll
it's
see.
Not going to be nighttime at all. They're not going to need lights for that.
Okay. Well,
yeah, it's not going to be very much.
What's up with the pole position? Who's set up in a good position on this track?
Well, here's kind of the problem that we have with this race is that we don't really have much of a lineup for tomorrow's race, and that's simply because the schedule doesn't have qualifying until 2:30. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen until 2:20 in the afternoon Pacific Standard Time. So it's 5:20 Eastern Time today is when qualifying is on its way for this track. Because of that,
so we're flying.
We don't really have much of a lineup for tomorrow's race.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do, Abe? What are you going to do?
Well, what we can do is I can pull up the NASCAR standings.
Well, Red,
I can tell you who are the top 10 drivers in the point standing. Yeah. The chalk being Christopher Bell, since he's the number one racer here in the standings, followed by Ross Chastain, Kevin Harvick, Kyle Larson, Tyler Reddick, Kyle Busch, Martin Truex Jr., Joey Logano, Brad Keselowski and Ryan Blaney. These are your top 10 drivers that are in the standings right now. Christopher Bell being in the chalk. And that's pretty much all we really got to go with. You know, it's not a dirt track. It's an oval track. Every NASCAR driver knows how to race these kind of tracks. Although this one's a little bit, one is more about strategy because
it's going to be a much faster race, right? Than the last race was. They weren't driving that fast because they were on dirt.
Well, they were on dirt and it was wet.
Yeah, this is going to be a little bit of a faster race. You're right. They're not going to be slipping and sliding all over the place in the turns. And they are going to be doing it here. So,
well, all right.
Oh,
you're on the grandfather clock here with your pick.
Well, Well Red was the champion last week, so he can get a first dibs on this.
Yes, and I'm going to take Joey Logano.
Joey Logano. All right.
Joey Logano.
I'll put you down.
And the law offices of Brandon S. Chabner. Those are my two choices.
Well, that's always a good choice when you get the law offices of Brandon S. Chabner.
That's not Chad. That's Chad with a B.
Yeah.
Chad with a B.
ChabBlowme.com.
You're thinking of a better name.
ChabBlowme.com.
I was thinking of an easier handle to get people to deliver people to, so they can spell it. Something you can't mess up.
How about chabtab.com?
Well, Chab. See, expect that Chab. Chab, Chad, Chaz. It just it's fallible. It's something that's infallible.
Dog tab.
Yeah, dog's infallible.
God
tab is infallible.
Dog tab.
Dog.
Ape. Yeah, no, that's not infallible. Okay, who's next?
Next.
Abe, you want to go?
Dog, you want to go next?
Okay. I think there's really no choice here, given that it's called the Martinsville. It's in Martinsville. It's called the Martinsville 500 or Martinsville 400. So who else would be expected to win but Martin Truex Jr.?
Oh, geez, that's a good choice. I felt vibes on him. He'll come in second, maybe.
Martin Truex
He
Jr.
does very well on Ovaltine tracks.
He does. He does. Yeah.
Though Christopher Bell would probably drink a lot of Ovaltine, so I think he's going to do well. He's going to do well. I see Christopher Bell really
would do well.
Challenging, but I'm going to go with
Bell
Martin Truex Jr.
You know, that's a good pick. I like Martin Truex Jr. I also
think too,
that this might be the first time we've picked him. This is the first time we've picked Martin Truex Jr. On a race here on our own picks. So you know, maybe first time's the charm here for Martin Truex Jr. That's going to be really good. I do like Christopher Bell and his Toyotas. The Toyotas seem to be doing pretty well. Martin Truex Jr. is in a Toyota, so that is actually good. Joey Logano is in a Ford, but the Fords have been running okay. And I'm going to go with maybe Christopher Bell just because I think the vibes are good with him from last week. But let's, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
All right. Did Dorothy get the chalk? She didn't make a pick?
No, I'm right here.
Dorothy's right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's just, how'd it go in the ladies' room?
I haven't done my research today.
We didn't hear a flush.
How dare you How dare you not do your research on the plane?
I was watching the.
She's like, I was just sitting there for 4 hours watching a movie, and I'm like, NASCAR, forget that.
Hell no. JT is watching the movie. I was watching the Detroit Tigers. Thank you. Who's the man in the relationship?
I don't got time. I'm drinking mimosas, damn it, on the train.
Watching 50 Shades of Grey and making a fort with your blankets.
I'm back on the wagon. I'm back on the wagon.
Congratulations.
Part.
Back on the wagon.
So I am going to go with a Ford Joey Logano.
Who?
With who?
Joey Logano.
Joey Logano.
So she's with you on that.
Okay, you're with me.
Okay.
We're both we both got Joey Logano then. Right on.
And Blix gets the chalk, right?
He's going to get Christopher Bell the chalk for today.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
He is going to get the chalk. Also, Dorothy, let Dorothy know that, we do have the hockey challenge.
Really?
It is up on social media. So you can find it on Facebook.
It's an
you can
impossible
find it on
challenge, by the
Twitter.
way.
There's a
Impossible.
link to join or hockey challenge or hockey playoff challenge. So hockey playoff is going to
Much
start
harder
really
than NBA,
soon.
I think.
So
Much
when
harder.
you get a chance,
Yeah, these
click
teams
on
are
the
all so
link,
close.
join
It's
the
just
group.
not. It's not
I will.
at all
I
clear
will.
who's better. In
We
most-
should
in a
do
lot
an
of-
NBA one.
Okay.
Yeah. So she
All
can
right.
participate in that. You want to show the Grease Lightning clip? That's pretty cool. That
Yeah, we
stuff.
better get into some Grease Lightning here.
We're gonna go
Couple
back
more
in
minutes.
time to 1945 and what it looked like with stock car racing then, and this is a great movie about
Well, it jumps around in time from 45 to the early 70s, doesn't it?
No, it's set in the mid 40s. It was made in the 70s.
Well, hold on. No, that's not quite right.
It doesn't jump back in time.
Well, then I don't know. Okay. But the cars they're using are from the 70s. Okay, let's start with the...
Okay, well, all I know is maybe you're right about that, actually.
Here, let's run the trailer.
I don't understand how that could be, but anyway.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to figure out myself, the timeline here. But in any event, the cars are really cool, and the race scenes are cool, and these actors you're recommending.
This is Grease Lightning.
You may recognize here. Check this out.
In
Did you see that? Okay, anyway. Well, yeah, I can get that to roll
Look
back.
at those hats, the clothes. That's definitely the 40s.
Yeah, see that sign there? Yeah.
It's made in 1977.
Yeah, no, but segregation. We're talking about segregated time back then. So this is pre-1964.
In 1945,
1940.
somebody had the crazy idea
Okay.
of putting Wendell Scott, black taxi driver and bootlegger, on a racetrack. He drove them wild.
Colored only sections
When they
in
wave
the
the green
stands.
flag, you take off. Black flag means get the hell off the track.
Get the hell off the track on the black flag.
That's it, you understand me?
Tell me about the checker flag.
I wouldn't worry about that checkered flag if I was you, boy.
Boy. Oops.
Warner Brothers presents
Yeah, those were
Richard
definitely.
Pryor, Bo
Pryor.
Bridges,
Is that a
Oh, this
picture
is-
of you? Is that your face? Oh, I'm sorry, I got it upside down.
Pam Grier,
Dude, that's not. I think kosher.
What you doing
People
in my
talking in the
backwater?
40s. Oh.
Cleavon Little,
Cleavon Little. So we didn't see him in a lot, but we did see him in Blazing Saddles.
Kid, you did that with in Greased Lightning. He'd race anyone, anywhere, anytime.
Yeah, over 40s. This is fine.
Here was a man who let absolutely nothing stand in his way.
Cotton, can he drive? Can he drive? Can he drive? He drove me crazy. I want to put that boy on my track.
At first, they tried to catch him,
That's pretty smart. Yeah, I want to get this guy racing for me.
but when they couldn't catch him, they tried to kill him.
We need a wrecker. He's going over the fence.
He's going over the fence.
Yeah, you the best nigga race driver I ever seen in my life.
What? Easy there.
Tell him about it.
In fact, you the only nigga race driver I ever seen in my life.
If I don't know nothing else in the world, I know how to drive.
The green flag is out. Turn number 1. It's Bo Wells and Wendell Scott.
Okay, yeah. So now this is not 1940
So I don't know what this
something,
is. Yeah,
but
they
it's
make-
still
they
cool.
just-
A float engine and a car number 39.
This is the story of Wendell Scott, a man who
But here we are. It's still the same movie.
That's not.
I know. I don't know.
found his place and stayed there.
Somehow
That is
the-
the 70s.
Yeah, so there's time travel goes on here.
The winner's circle.
30 years later.
Who knew that to get to the top and stay ahead of the pack,
The same driver
you
that
gotta move faster than
raced
greased
in
lightning.
1947 is the same guy here.
Yeah,
in-
I remember seeing. I think there was something
Yeah,
they did something
1977,
to make it look different, so that they put it in the 70s when the movie was actually made.
Okay.
Because you see some Dodge Darts in there, and
Yeah, but
or
they cut
Dodge
back.
Chargers. I don't know. Is it a Charger?
Well, we we should watch the movie because that's what we're missing here.
Those were great race cars. Those Dodges.
Well, let's take the racing scene here. This is a
Okay.
really good racing scene.
Yeah.
Here.
Hey, we'd like this.
So this is the stuff that I grew up watching. This was the NASCAR I watched. This is how the cars look like. This is what this stuff is called.
Oh, maybe they sped it all up or something.
Carburetor.
Welcome to the International Speedway for this afternoon. Gigantic competitive field of stock car racing on the field. Under the hood, finish together.
Dale Unser Jr., David Pearson, Bobby Allison, Cale Yarborough, David Pearson.
Pace car comes up
Buddy
to the
Baker.
four-corner,
Wasn't
drops
there a guy
down
named
on the
Buddy
apron. We look for the green from Johnny Bruner Jr. The green flag is out.
Benny Parsons.
His GC Spencer.
Benny Parsons. AJ Foyt.
They're racing back to the flag off the number 4 corner. It's Bo Wells, GC Spencer, Farrell Harris, and Wendell Scott begins the fall of it on the paint.
Fords, yeah, you see all the big three.
As they dice it up, rim riding. It is Bo Wells, GC Spencer.
Yeah. Well,
Dodges.
Well, but they also ran. Petty drove the Plymouth though. Yeah.
He's just passed car number 82 and moved into the
that's
spot. Ladies and gentlemen, this could be the big surprise of the afternoon. The yellow flag being brought out here at the International Speedway this afternoon.
Seen in the pit stop.
Hey, Will
Stop. He's ahead, but he knows he's got no time.
along the pit road.
I think it's a Dodge. Yeah.
Wendell Scott comes in right behind him. Wendell Scott could have been making a valuable time, ladies and gentlemen, if he had not had the pit. However, he's on pit road, and Wendell Scott is losing some important time.
That's true. Yeah, we're racing. That's right, one lug.
Like, wouldn't that slow your car down?
Did you see what was on the shirts there? Abe, do you see what's on the shirts?
I can't see it. It's kind of blurry. What did he say?
It says Cheapies. It's the Cheapies logo.
Oh.
Cheapies!
These guys are his pit crew are the Cheapies.
Yeah.
Look at it. See? Cheapies.
Oh.
It's Cheapies.
I mean, the car can't even function like that, can it?
But Wendell Scott is on the move. His wheel is smoking. There's 5 more laps to go. Ladies and gentlemen, Wendell Scott is taking a chance of a lifetime.
Chance? It's not even good.
No, it's just,
But I think he wins. In this.
yeah, TPs.
Woo, TPs. Pressure off on his rear bumper. It's still Bo Wells and Wendell Scott as they go to turn 1. Bo Wells and Wendell Scott continue to settle the grudge of the year. As Wendell Scott
one with Bubba.
back here at the International Speedway this afternoon. Scott again, dive bombs, rim riding.
Bubba Wallace identifies as
The field comes down off the banking in turn 4. Bo Wells has got the competition. Ladies and gentlemen, Wendell Scott moves up into first place. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. The field comes down, showing Wendell Scott in command. Bo Wells riding second. It will be, ladies and gentlemen, the most dramatic finish in the history of Grand National Racing.
And that's the breaking together guy drivers.
Here at the International Speedway, Wendell Scott going around the Bo Wells on the turn 4. It's Wendell Scott winning.
Scott, the win. the cheapies.
Just champions.
That's cheapies. Cheapies are those? Just pretend like you know.
He was racing in the 70s.
Yeah, this is what we all do. This is our last game. Well, except that African Americans didn't win, but yeah.
Did you like that, Abe?
I like that. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
Well, that was
especially
great.
The Cheapies pit crew.
Off.
That was cool.
Dorothy Dawn is done. I hope she has a good party.
Yeah. Good time at that surprise party.
In the land of Lincoln?
Somewhere in the land of Lincoln. Mm-hmm. Even though he's born in Kentucky.
Yeah. So do you want to talk about baseball a little bit? We have a little bit of time now.
Yeah, it's great.
I noticed that the Angels were playing the Red Sox last night.
Oh, yeah.
I think the Red Sox won, though. Angels have.
Abe could probably help us with that.
Abe, did you watch last night's game?
You know, I saw a little bit of it, and I was like, you know, this is going to be a good a game for them, but you know, they ended up not doing it.
They're catching the Red Sox at a bad time because the Red Sox just got mauled by the Rays 4 straight, and then came home, and they're looking their wounds are pretty pissed off. So I think this smells to me like a Red Sox sweep.
Ouch.
Yeah, they were not happy, and you know, especially talk about those Tampa Bay Rays, man. I mean, I think they went 13-0,
and then they did lose to Toronto, I think, last night, didn't they?
They did.
Yeah,
they did. They had some really bad pitching. The Tampa Bay, but the Angels and the Angels and the Red Sox will go at it here again at 1:10 p.m. So we'll see what happens in round 2 against these two teams. And but you know, so far I'm not too not bad. It's been a great kind of a good start for the Angels.
Wow, what their record is? Their record isn't that good, is it? It's like 5-6 or something.
Their record is right now where they stand in the standings is they're currently in second place behind the Texas Rangers and 7-6. Yes, you know, Texas Rangers are 8-5, but you know that's not a bad start for the Angels.
Yeah, but we know that the Astros are just at some point going to wake up soon, probably, and take that division over. I think
it's so early.
That's what you know. That was kind of what happened last year.
Those assholes.
Yeah.
Last year was
they
kind
got all
of
that
you know
pitching.
the Angels were in first place. They were a red hot team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Mariners are probably the second best team in that division.
They're really growing.
Last year they were good.
Well, it started getting good.
So
they're showing signs of life.
I don't know. I'm not convinced about the Angels. We'll have to see. How are the Mets doing?
Well, the Mets are 8-6.
Hey,
they just devastated the Oakland A's yesterday.
Yeah,
I think that game was that one was really great. I believe the Mets won like what was it, like 17 or something to 6. 17-6. That was yesterday's score against the Oakland Pathetics. It was 17.
That's good, Ed. I like that.
That's a great handle.
You should really push that. I don't know if I've heard that before. that was a bit of real creativity coming out of your mouth. Yes.
Well, that's what happened yesterday. They had like a whole bunch of walks. I mean, there wasn't a lot of hits. There were like the Mets had 11 hits and 17 runs.
Yeah.
And most of those were walks. Lots of walks in yesterday's game.
Abe, how about the Oakland A minuses?
Yeah,
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Minuses,
A minuses.
they're all horrible.
Pathetics below us. Yeah, try another team, man. Oakland's already spoken for. Abe's already spoken for Oakland. Okay, you can't. You can't better that. If you can better Pathetics,
no. I tried. I just made a suggestion.
A minus is an A minus.
I was just jumping on the negative bandwagon. I don't know what really else there is to talk about in baseball. The
Yankees,
Milwaukee Brewers are leading the NL Central. The Pirates are 8-6, though. That's not bad. And the Dodgers are mediocre right now.
Sure.
They're being very mediocre. The Arizona Diamondbacks are currently in first place here in the West.
Yeah, that can't last.
No,
that can't last.
The Dodgers and the Padres are close to each other here.
Dodgers, Padres.
And then you got the Giants and the Rockies. Rockies in last. But, again, this is April. This is just the start of the season. These are just the initial numbers coming out of spring training. Really kind of have to start looking at this more seriously come June, I think, to really get these people warmed up and into the grind. So it's really anybody's game except for the Oakland Pathetics. I don't really think they're gonna.
Did Verlander switch teams? Didn't Verlander switch teams? Did he go to the Mets?
Yes, Verlander. He is currently with the Mets.
Is he healthy? Is he playing?
See, last I checked, he was. Let's see here. Where's Verlander?
Well, if you don't know, you don't know. That's okay.
I don't really. I know I guess he's still in rehab. He. I think. Let's see here. He's expected to take. He might debut today, or he might have debuted today. But he was out for a while.
Okay.
He had a soreness in his muscles during his final spring training start.
Ooh.
So that's why he never got to start with the Mets. He's been out of the
little
Mets
soreness. Can't they massage that out?
Just rub a little dirt on.
Well, it's been a long time, right? It's been a couple weeks, so
I guess he's old. You got to be very careful with an aged pitcher. Well, we got some clips left. Do you have any clips left you want to play?
Yeah.
We have a little bit of time. I don't know how much, but we have a little.
Let's see what we got going here. Actually, we're at the end of the show. Got 2 minutes to go.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay. Well, why don't you?
We can end with a clip.
Why don't you play something else? Like, what have we not shown that we got in that? We got something from that trucker movie that was really good.
Yeah. Let's do that, or we can do Bette D. Cagney. Let's do Cagney meets Bette D.
Come on in.
This is a beautiful scene.
Yeah.
And then we'll play some of the trucker movie too.
Yeah.
We'll go a little over.
Okay.
That's worth doing it for. Let me just
this is just some great acting.
Yeah. Well, it's early. This is really old. And Bette Davis. You might have heard of Bette Davis.
This is Bette Davis in her prime, and Jimmy Cagney and his really.
Oh yeah, this is hot. Watch this. This interchange between two of them is just priceless. So she was married to him before, divorced. Now she's remarried, but somehow there's still some kind of talking
he's still
basis,
coming on to her.
basis.
He can't resist her.
Well, she obviously can't resist him either.
Yeah, right. She puts him in his place.
Oh, yeah.
Cigarette?
No, thanks.
You know, I've been thinking about you, baby.
I wish you wouldn't, Jimmy.
What?
Think about me.
What's the matter?
I'm liable to catch something hanging out in your mind.
Quite a metaphor.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't see you for months, and the first thing you do is insult me.
Yes, if it's possible.
Well, you're doing all right for a start. What's on your mind?
Ronnie Getson.
Why, the dirty little rat. Did he squeal?
Dirty little rat.
You dirty rat.
No, I caught him.
Oh, that's a shame.
You mean you're sorry, Jimmy?
Yeah, sure I'm sorry. It spoils my whole setup.
Oh, that's it.
You know, I never like to see anybody get caught.
You don't care what anybody does, it's just getting caught.
Well, what's the matter with that? I'm in business, ain't I?
I'll say crooked business.
Oh, all business is crooked.
In business, ain't I?
Jimmy Corrigan, the boy with the worm's eye view.
There's only two kinds of guys in business, those who get caught and those who don't.
It'd give you a bad minute, wouldn't it? No, there are a lot of men that don't look at things the way you do.
Name one. Never mind, I know. That big slummy you're working for.
Bothers you, doesn't he?
Yeah, like a crumb in a union suit.
Well, it'll always bother you, Jimmy. He's got something you haven't.
The only thing he's got that I want is you, and he took you away from me.
Like a who in a union suit?
A crumb.
Crumb in a union suit. Okay.
You for a little decency.
Is it decent for him to be bribing all those nurses and interns down to the emergency?
He doesn't bribe them. He pays them for decent service.
Yeah, and to keep even getting that same service.
To help decent people get what's coming to them.
Yeah, and a nice big cut for himself besides.
Only he's got ethics.
I don't care if he's got carbuncles. The only difference between him and me is he's got a smoother line.
Is that all?
Yeah, and a sharper knife that he sticks in between your fourth and your fifth rib, and you don't know you're dead till you get home.
You can't talk about him like that.
I'll talk about it any way I like.
You can't make yourself clean and making him dirty.
He's a chiseler just the same as me.
He's a gentleman, you're a crook.
Oh, looks like he's done all right with you already.
Just what do you mean by that?
Do you need a diagram?
And watch this. Now, she very quickly gets out of his face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
turns and runs.
She should. She had enough.
Shot it. Yeah, he's got nothing.
Hit and
he's
run.
like,
That's
yeah.
hit and run. He
Exactly.
hates that.
He would strike her right back.
And walk.
Ethics! Ethics!
This guy
I'll show you who's got ethics.
This guy didn't even do
Have
anything.
I got ethics or haven't I?
Showed up. I mean, this is his friend as well.
This is the Red Sox beating up on the
Well, what are you
Angels.
holding on to me for? Well, look, boss, I got all that dope on that old lady. Am I a gentleman or ain't I? Sure, boss, you've been a sucker for class all your life. Well, what's my...
Okay. You ever watch Bugs Bunny? You know, Bugsy
Mhm.
and the other guy? This is it. Sure, boss. Isn't this the character he's mimicking, Bugsy?
What the Jane? What Jane? Break her sweet smelling neck.
And he's hitting...
Okay, well, anyway.
You know those two characters I'm talking about?
No.
Abe, help me out here. In Bugs Bunny, Roadrunner, remember the Bugs Bunny cartoons?
We don't know where that tangent's going with that.
Where they portray, you know, two gangsters in the hats and the fedora hats and talking like that. Do you know the cartoons I'm talking about? Warner Brothers?
Yes.
Just are you saying that because you want to agree with me, or you remember?
No, I mean, I used to watch all of those back in the day when I was a kid. You know,
So Bugsy,
they're still playing.
yeah. Bugsy. I can't remember what the other one was called, but doesn't it seem like this is what they're mimicking? It's this interaction between those two, because then Bugsy hauls off and hits the guy, and he says, "Yeah, boss, just the same way he was doing it." Listen, do it again.
Ethics! Ethics! I'll show you who's got ethics. Have I got ethics or haven't I? Sure, boss, you got them. Well, what are you holding on to me for? Well, look, boss, I got all that dope on that old lady. Am I a gentleman or ain't I? Sure, boss, you've been a sucker for class all your life. Well, what's about that Jane? What Jane? Break her sweet smelling neck.
Sucker for class.
I'll show her who's a gentleman. Stay out of here.
Oh, you saw this one.
Yeah, we saw that one.
Okay. All right.
The other one was from the Trucker movie.
Yeah.
Which was...
they were always like
They Drive By
mobsters
Night or
or
something.
whatever. They were always fighting.
Yeah.
The Looney Tunes.
Yeah, the short guy. Now, okay, what's not in this scene was the guy who's hauling off and hitting Bugsy. He's short. Yeah, he's a short little guy. He's got short man syndrome.
Yes, he's a little guy
He's a little guy.
I don't know. I didn't know
with a
that.
very large hat.
Yes.
Mm.
We get to do that. All right, so let's see. Now we're at the end of the show.
Stay out of here.
So what do you want to end it with here? We can
Well...
we can do Yankee Doodle Dandy.
Oh, what about the karaoke thing with Grace
Are
Lightning?
you really going to sing that?
Well, Abe will help me with it.
Really?
Right?
Okay.
I'll try. I'll do my best.
I didn't
You've
know there
heard
was
this.
a song here. Yeah, we'll see how long YouTube lets us do this for, but if they shut us on this, then
All right, let's see how long we do it before we get shut out.
Yeah, stretch yourself out here. And here, let's have a look on Twitter while he's stretching out.
We're not blocked or anything, right?
No, we're running. Everything seems to be okay. Let's see what's for you brings up today. Oh, look. Let's see if we can watch our own show on our own show. We're on running. Twitter. Watch this. Yeah, there it is. Look at that. Now we're watching our own show on our own show. Oh, look. Let's see if we can watch our own show on our own show. We're on our own show. Yeah, there it is. Look at that. Through Twitter. Now we're watching our own show on our own show. Oh, look. Let's see if we can watch our own show through Twitter. On our own show. We're on our own show. Yeah, there it is. Look at that. Through Twitter. Now we're watching our own show on our own show. Oh, look. Let's see if we can watch our own show. Look, through Twitter. Our own show. On Twitter, our own show. Yeah, there it is. Through Twitter. Now we're watching our own show. Twitter. On our own show. Let's see if we can watch our own show. Look, through Twitter. Our own show. Hey, be there. Yeah, there it is. Through Twitter. Now we're watching our own show. On our own show. Let's see if we can watch our own show.
Look, just like hearing yourself talk.
Hey, be there. Yeah, there it is.
I'm here.
Okay.
On our own show. Let's see if we can watch our own show. Look,
just like hearing yourself talk.
Hey, be there. Yeah, there it is.
He's psycho. I love it.
Enough. Let's get the song out there and get on with the day.
Hey, by the way, I have Chab Dog. I wanted to show you something real quick.
What?
Look at this. This is your hat.
That's beautiful.
That is bad. Look at that.
Oh, and I want to. Here's the best part.
Oh, it's got bingo. Yes.
There's a little surprise in there.
Oh, I got to get my hands on one of those.
You know, I was sniffing.
So this one's headed for you.
Yes.
And then, of course, we have Dorothy's hat, which this is a new style hat.
That's beautiful.
Oh, my goodness.
That's a lady's hat.
Oh, that sure is.
Yeah. We got this one for because of the
beautiful.
Really cute.
Challenge. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Bracket challenge.
New favorite hat.
Beautiful, Abe.
Awesome, Abe.
Love what you did with
it.
it.
And we of course for the winners we do still have these we have
Chab
these champ.
Yeah. There we go.
We got the Chab Dog and in the front, and it says Champ Circle in the back here. So you got yourself a nice koozies for our winners. And
I got a suggestion on the koozies, actually. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
You know, there was a very famous basketball player named Bob Cousy. You could put his picture on the back of the koozie.
There you go.
Well, what about
he was really famous.
I can put a picture of him.
He was in the Hall of Fame.
You know who's more famous than him?
Who?
Jack Cousy.
Jack Cousy? I don't know who that is.
Okay. Abe does. Abe, you know who Jack Cousy is, don't you? He invented the bath. Jack Cousy.
Okay. Anyway, that was your attempt at humor, but didn't really. It kind of crashed.
It crashed.
I think it went over my head.
Jack Cousy.
My pompadour.
Hey, okay.
It went
if
over
Jack
my
helped you
pompadour.
off a horse, would you help Jack off a horse?
I see. I get it though.
Right.
Actually, it would be Jacques Cousy.
Yeah. Jacques.
French.
Okay. I got your.
All right.
Here.
Well, Abe, you want to help me with this?
I'm going to help you.
Okay.
All right, because this is from the movie Grease.
Is this from? Oh yeah, that's right. That's what this is from too.
John Travolta's, dancing around a car in a pompadour.
Yeah. So I just want to make sure we don't get busted while we're playing this at the same time.
You
Let's see if I can get this thing to run.
Oh.
Hold on. And there, yeah. I just want to see this while we're playing it. Keeps going away. All right.
Well, this car is automatic.
It's systematic.
It's systematic.
It's hydromatic.
Hydromatic. Why it's
grease lightning?
We'll get some overhead lifters
Then
for
barrel
fuel injection cut up in chrome plated with the 4-speed on the floor, everyone
waiting at the
Hold on, guys. You can sing better than that.
We'll get some
purple friends. 30 spins over. Palomino dashboard and dual knuckle twins over. New pistols, clubs, and shots. I get off all my rocks, and now I ain't bragging. She's a pussy wagging, grease lightning. Lightning,
you're burning up the quarter mile.
Grease lightning. Scream. Grease lightning.
It's a long instrumental now.
Grease lightning.
What is that? What the hell is that?
That is a submarine.
It looks like a raft.
Go to the beach and check it out.
Yeah, might finally be.
I'm going on a bike ride now. I'm definitely going on a bike ride.
61 degrees here in Hermosa Beach currently.
If I can get Have we been blocked yet?
No. So we're okay.
No one care about this.
I think they would care about playing Blues Brothers or Muslim Call to Prayer either. But one of those two things pissed them off. Burning up the quarter.
Watch it green. Grease the light green.
Slippery Paul.